Welcome back to the Chorus Podcast. I'm your host, Milan Pierre-Jerome, and we are back with another season.
Pierre-Jerome able to somehow get away. Nice spin move. Pierre-Jerome comes up with it. Tries to move in. Fires a shot. Scores!
Welcome back to the Chorus Podcast. I'm your host, Milan Pierre-Jerome, and today I'm here with Caia Loving.
Hey guys.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm happy that you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
On this beautiful Easter Sunday.
God is good.
God is so good.
God is good.
Well, you look great.
Thank you.
How's your day today?
Very eventful.
Okay.
Went to church this morning.
Okay, good.
Had a little brunch.
Good.
Had a little time with the family.
That's good.
And now I'm here.
That's good. I know you live in the area too, so like
Yes.
your home's in the area, so it's good that you can go home during
20
Easter.
minutes.
Yeah, that's good.
Quick 20.
Do you like that it's that close?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I feel like freshman year, sophomore year, definitely like, Mom, I need groceries. I need just to come home. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on. But now I'm definitely like, all right, I'll see y'all later.
This is enough time. Okay, I'll see y'all.
Hey, okay, bye.
No more. Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
Well, that's good. You get the best of both worlds. You have
definitely.
them there.
But I think it's a blessing and a curse because your family comes to your games.
Right.
That's really big.
Right.
But then it's also like you don't get a chance to see anything different. You got to spread. It takes you a little bit longer to spread your wings a little bit. But I think you make do with what you can do.
Yeah, and also like for me, because I moved, because I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
So I moved to Maryland, and because I went to UMD first.
Oh,
and then
unpack that because I did not know that.
I did. I went to UMD first.
Okay.
And then I transferred here my sophomore year, and I wanted to stay home, but then I didn't because I wanted like a change, just like you said. But when I go home, I miss it, and I miss being able to go home for Easter and have my family come.
You value it more.
Exactly. So the time I get at home is valuable, but like I do miss being able to just like on the holidays, like spend with my family, and they come to my games. Yes. I only go to like a few because Florida's a flight. It's not, but. Well, I'm glad you had a great day.
Thank you. How was your day today?
It was good.
Tell me more.
It was good. I went to church too. I had to sleep in because I every day is.
Guys, we had a birthday.
Oh, we do have a birthday.
How's that?
It was. I mean, it's on Wednesday, but celebrating it.
Exactly.
It was fun. It was so much fun.
Okay, love that.
No, seriously, this has been one of the greatest birthdays I've ever
really
had. No, seriously, because
23 Jordan
23
year?
Yes, Jordan year. All my friends were here.
I love when you're
like
when all of the friends that you want to come can come.
Yes, literally people didn't, but like the people that came, we had a great time.
That's all that
matters.
matters.
Kaia, I'm telling you, I was like, wow, you ever just sit and you're just so grateful? That's what I was doing,
bro. Literally, my 21st was like that, and I was like, oh, I don't need to go out no more. My going out dates is fulfilled. Like, I did everything I needed to do with the crew that I did it with, and I'm so happy I did it.
And they're just around you, celebrating you, because you don't get that day. You only get it once. So it's like, all right, I have to.
And I don't know, are you the type of person that like has to make sure everybody else is comfortable?
Yes, Kaia. Yes, actually.
This is gonna be a good.
Yes, because I stress. I'm like,
are you okay?
Like she's.
Oh, are they getting along together?
Okay, I need to make sure.
Wait.
Literally,
you need another drink.
Literally, I have to make sure everything. Are you hung? Literally, that's me. So if someone's like an outsider, I'm like, okay, I gotta clock that. I gotta make sure she's good. He's, we're here.
Exactly. And it's so funny because my friends had to check me on my birthday like, yo, this is your day. Like, what are you doing?
Yes.
Like, stop.
Yes.
We're fine.
We're
fine.
No.
I need to make sure the food was warm. I need to make sure the drinks were ready. I needed to make sure like they weren't sitting too long. Was the music okay? Like, they're like, yo, why are you doing so much?
Birthday. Like, chill down.
Exactly.
No, that is exactly. You know what?
Exactly. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed with the people that you wanted to enjoy it with.
I'm enjoying it now too.
Literally?
Having you on this episode.
Way to
wrap
enter into.
Yes, but I have this podcast.
Okay,
and I basically sit down with talented athletes like yourself, and I think you have a great story. something that a lot of people should hear. And I just started this just to have people listen to people's stories and just learn more about them and get some motivation, whether you play a sport or not. And yeah, I just wanted to have you on here talk about.
You are a student athlete yourself.
I am a student,
so you understand.
I get it, you know. And we're already
you
here.
just need the platform,
exactly.
so like people can know.
Because for me, I've seen so many podcasts, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, we know like all the big names, you know what I'm saying? And like, I think we have big names too, but I think every story needs to be heard. And it's like, every story is different, and these people may relate when they don't think they relate. And it's like, like I went through something like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're literally in college, you know? So
I think the important thing about that, what you're doing is that you're intentional about it. It's not like, oh, I'm doing it for views.
Right.
Oh, no. I'm doing it for, to get something out of it. Like you're literally just you built this platform for people to like show themselves and who they are as an athlete and maybe
a person,
like a regular, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's important.
Thank you.
And it's flowers to you. Lovely.
It's funny you say that because in Bible study last week, we were talking about like, they were like, oh, you have a podcast. Da, da, da. I was like, yeah, I do. And obviously, you know, the views, like whatever, it's not that deep to me. Obviously, I want people to watch it, but I just feel like this is like the purpose that he has for me. And I'm just able to work through him and just sharing people's stories, because literally every conversation I've had so far, Kai, he's been like, I haven't asked, like literally they just bring him up at every guest, and it's like, we didn't even get into the episode yet. Like we went to, you know what I'm saying? And
I know exactly what you're saying.
It's crazy because I just was sitting down one day and I was like, let me just do this. And I feel like I was just meant to do something like this. And this is not even something that I'm like, I want to do so many things, but I just feel like this is like my purpose. So I'm just glad.
And that's a big leap.
Thank you.
To like actually say, you know what, I feel like this is what I'm being called to do. And then like actually not being afraid to do it and actually jumping into it. Like some people can't do that, or they tend to shy away from it until it's like he's gonna put it in front of your face, right? And you have no choice but to take it. Like,
and it's crazy because once you take that leap, everything is so clear.
It falls right in line.
So I'm talking about like Savi came around, like Savi videographer, like people doing the shoots, all these things, like everything. Okay, here you need this, you need this, you got to do this, you got to what, and it's like as soon as you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, obviously there's bumps in the road, you know, cameras might not turn on or something, you know, but you have everything that's aligning, and it's like, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense. So,
shout out to him on this Resurrection Sunday. Okay,
shout out God.
Okay, I love that. I love that.
So you are from Maryland?
I am from Maryland.
Okay,
PG County. How do I put this? So elementary, middle, I was in like Clinton, Temple Hills area. Okay. And then high school, I moved to like Upper Marble area. Okay. So I pretty much reside from there. I feel. That's where I did most of my, I guess, years, time, whatever. I don't know how you say it. So I grew up there. I'm the only child. Okay. I went to Wise my first 3 years. Okay. And then I went to Riverdale Baptist my senior year. Okay. I know a lot of people ask like, well, why did you? I loved Wise as a school. Right. But I wanted more basketball wise. Okay. To be on a different platform. Okay. To prepare myself for college. Okay. But I'm happy that I did it. I met good people in the process. Right. Basketball wise, I did get better. But I think academically, like I had more at Wise. I was in like a biomedical program, and I loved it. Like it was very hands on, very like NIH focused. Like I was like in it. And then transition to a private school, like they don't have as many resources as like the public school is funded by or whatever. So then that kind of changed or whatever. But I think God put me there for a reason. The people that I met there was like big. Basketball was decent. It was a rebuilding year, so it was kind of hard to like get through that.
Right.
I had committed my junior year.
Okay, so right before you transferred.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was recruited by Coach Bree. Shout out to Coach Bree. She's at Delaware now.
Okay. Aw.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine.
It's okay.
Still love her. And of course, my head coach. And yeah, I was like, I want to stay close to home for college.
Right.
Like, that was important to me.
Okay.
Okay. And GW's a great school.
It is. It's a great school.
Hard.
It's a great school.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all.
And you're studying public health, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Smart girly.
Yes. We love the public health girlies. Okay, guys, it's gonna be okay. I promise. Just trust him. Trust in him. He's gonna make the way. I promise.
That's good though.
I love public health.
Okay, that's good.
I really do.
So, what do you want to do with that? We don't know.
I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I'm very hesitant on how I say things.
Okay.
Because it's like, I don't know, monitoring spirit, you know. But I can say this. Long-term nonprofit.
Okay.
Short-term, maybe like consulting.
Okay.
Pharmaceutical sales, maybe.
Okay.
I feel like I could market some things. I'm trying to go where the money is.
Right.
So the money
There's nothing wrong with that.
So that's definitely something that I am really pushing towards.
Okay.
Okay. I have a little side hustle.
Okay. What's the side hustle?
I do hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you like? Braids? What do you do? Okay.
I don't like the sew-ins because they take forever.
Yeah.
But I can do them.
Okay.
Quick weaves.
Okay.
I do a lot of the men's team's hair.
Okay,
So I
so
do
like,
men and women.
Right.
It's
a good little side hustle.
Girl, what?
That's a good. Listen.
The only thing that's not good is that I don't have time.
No, I was about to say
like,
because that be taking time. Like braids, like that's like 6 hours. Your day's done. Like your day is done.
Like I had practice this morning. I have class in between there, and now I got to do braids. So I kind of certain times of the year, it's kind of like, hey guys,
I can't. So you're like, that's how it is with the podcast. Like I need to like section because like by the time I'm done and home, I'm like, dang, I'm tired.
I'm beat.
And also like I'm just talking, but you're actually like actively moving and braiding, and that's a lot for 5 hours. So
hey,
hats off to you because
thank you.
So did you like teach yourself?
I did.
Okay.
YouTube. So
okay.
I had a cousin who went to cosmetology school.
Okay.
And she gave me all her mannequins, her like big bag of everything.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I want to play in this. So then I started teaching myself how to cornrow, doing individual braids, learning how to like add hair in.
Okay.
And then I would like curl, like trim, just playing around. Honestly, I was definitely YouTube University. And I won't deny that.
Yeah.
Then I was also going through like my little curly hair journey or whatever.
Okay.
So that was like more of a reason why I'm like, oh, like hair.
So were you going? Because that's when I was going natural actually too. Because I permed it, and then I was like, no one's gonna see me.
Oh wow!
But I was at a good. Like, it wasn't bad.
Okay,
it wasn't bad.
Okay,
but like it's nothing where like if I was still like seeing people, I would.
I missed the dedication I had to do my hair. Like I had nothing but time to do it. My hair was at its peak.
I'm talking about products every day, like little braid outs, twist outs.
Girl,
I was doing so well.
Now I want a middle part bust down every other day. Finding my leave out.
That's it. Because everything, we don't have time
at all.
And during COVID, I would wake up, go work out, and then
hair. Why? I had nothing else to do all day.
Nothing else. Watch movies.
Literally.
Like, when I tell you, I watched every old school black movie you could think of. I'm talking.
Give me your top 3 right now that you watched.
Brown Sugar.
Okay.
I love Brown Sugar.
Okay.
This is gonna be bad, but Love and Basketball. You know, everyone loves Love and Basketball, but I've watched that like 30 times. What's another one that I liked? Probably do you know The Brothers?
Yes.
The Brothers with Shamar.
Yes.
That one. Okay. That one's up there too. That one. Dang, I haven't. This one's corny, but I like Just Right too. I don't know if you see Just.
I love Just Right. Common and Queen Latifah.
It's so good. I love Just Right. That was a good one. That was a good one.
The storyline.
Yes.
The storyline.
Yes.
It was very cringe, but it's just like.
It's cute.
It happens.
It's cute.
It happens.
And you just sit there and you just smile because it's like, oh, this is beautiful. And Love Jones is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I would say my favorite would be ATL.
Okay. That classic.
Yeah. Definitely.
What's your top 3?
Ooh.
See, I don't know about all. That's hard, but for sure, Love Jones is my number 1 for sure.
Number 1. I don't know if you ever have you seen Deuces?
Yes, I have.
1 and 2.
Yes,
I like 2.
That was on Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah, that was on Netflix.
So Deuces, ATL.
Okay.
I need one more.
Do you like love stories, or no? You're more of like a
I need all the action, y'all. I'm sorry. I will fall asleep in a heartbeat if ain't nobody getting shot at in the first 20 minutes.
So we need action. We need to
blow up something. Somebody need to be mad.
Boom, we need something because I'm gonna go to sleep.
Because don't drag me. Do not drag it, please.
Okay.
I love a good Madea movie.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go Madea, or if you know, the Madea Plays.
I haven't seen
Madea
those.
Plays were on the DVD.
Okay.
And that was a time.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should not have been watching them at the age that I was watching them at. But however,
it's okay.
I'm aware now, and you bet you I won't do what they did.
It's okay.
You live and you learn, or you watch and you learn.
Well, those are in talking about Madea. I like Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Okay,
that's a great one.
Okay,
phenomenal.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I love that one.
Yes.
And that's also like, it happens too, it happens. But anyways, so that's a good side hustle that you had, and the hair.
The last one, sorry.
You're good.
Acrimony.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Dang. That would be up there for me too. I can't lie. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't answer this on here. I can't.
You know what? I'm not even about to make you do that on your own podcast.
I can't answer this on. What are you doing? I can't answer this.
It would really take a lot out of me. Like, I'm not fighting for the relationship, but I need my coin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the amount of stuff that we done went through.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I agree.
But then it's just like,
no,
we were babies, dog.
I literally was no. Why
are you holding your tongue?
Because this is about the.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, we're gonna reel it back. You told me to get comfortable, so.
No, but that's a good question because I don't listen. I agree with you though. I do agree. Because
but it ain't easy. You ain't getting off the hook.
But you're right.
Quick.
You're right. From babies.
Okay, back to sports.
Okay, back to sports. That's on me. Okay, so side hustle, braiding, quick weaves, COVID. Okay, so when did you start playing basketball?
I started playing basketball in the 6th grade.
Okay.
I started late.
Okay. Did you play any other sports before that?
No.
Okay.
Well, like middle school, like you would just do it.
Yeah.
You were on one team, so
right.
The teams would you would just carry over to fake stay in shape.
Right.
So played softball. I actually liked softball.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have a volleyball team, and I was really mad about that.
Okay.
I think I could have played volleyball. What else did I do? I did not run track. I'm not running track. Sorry.
Not doing that. No.
I tried soccer.
Okay.
That was not the best.
No, that wasn't for you.
No, sorry. It's okay. But you're doing your thing. You did your thing.
Thank you.
Okay. 6th grade. One of my friends, she was my best friend.
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh, I'm about to play basketball," and I'm like, "Well, I don't want to just do nothing." And they were like, "Well, you're tall, so you need to play." And I'm like, "Okay, like whatever." Then I was like, "Oh, I kind of like this. Like, you get to work out, you get to be a part of a team,
right?"
So then I was in and out with like that, different trainers.
Okay.
Shout out to Coach Chris. I worked out with him a lot.
When did you realize you could really take this for real though, like serious? When were you like, okay?
I would say after my freshman year.
Okay, so it was some time from throughout middle school. Time. Okay.
Only because I knew that the high school that I was gonna go to at first, before Wise, was not like a big basketball school. Okay. So I was just like, okay. But then they were like, no, you need to go to if you're gonna play basketball, then you need to go there. Okay. Then I started playing AAU with Team Durant. Okay. I was there all 4 years. Okay. Freshman, sophomore, junior. So 8th, 9th, 10th, and then 11th. Okay. So yeah, that was, I tried out. I love Durant. Shout out to them.
Good for you.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was awesome. The people were great. Yeah. Skill development was great. It was more, you were more than just a basketball player. Right. And I think that was really important. That's good. Team was big. That's good. Coaches were always like on you. So yeah, that was big. But I feel like during that time I was just getting my feet wet. Like I really wasn't I wasn't all the way in yet. Yeah. My freshman year of high school, I was on JV. Okay.
So wait, why didn't you choose to go to the other school?
Because basketball was not.
Okay, so, okay.
And I was like, okay, if I do want to play basketball and academics was pretty good over there, we need to go there.
Okay, to Wise. Okay. Okay, so freshman year.
Yes. I was on JV, and we had a pretty decent season that year. And then I got moved up to varsity. Okay. And I was, my first varsity practice, I was like, oh. And I was like, but I'm here. Like, I can do it. Yeah. Like, I made it through practice. Right. I had a good practice. Right. I can do it. And, like, all the upperclassmen, like, they were like, yo, like, you're only a freshman. Like, you need to take this serious. Like, you're pretty good. Like, go ahead. Do your thing. I started training more. And I was like, you know what? Like, okay, maybe we could take this a little farther. So at that point, it was like, oh, you can ball a little bit. Right. You got the height to do it. Right. Why not? Right. I played in I think it was this quarterfinals. Okay. Within our 4A region or whatever. Okay. And I played in that game, and I was like, oh, I want this every year. Like, I want this every year. Like, I want to be a part of it. Got moved up to varsity my sophomore year. Good for you. Played, did well. I had a really good season. I loved my teammates that year. Loved the coaches that year. That's good. For me to only be a sophomore playing with like upperclassmen, like, and even JV, there were upperclassmen. Like, there wasn't a lot of girls. Right. There was a few of them, but not too many that were my class. Right. So then sophomore year hit, and we had a good season. Well, it wasn't the best because we had a coaching switch, but like, it was still good for me. Like, I did good, and it was like, yo, this is where I'm at. Like, I saw my trajectory like starting to go up. So I'm like, oh, cool, bet. Like, okay. Then boom, COVID. And I was like, oh. So
this was your junior year. COVID was your junior year?
My entire junior year.
Okay.
So after basketball season, sophomore year, spring break, you go home. Okay. Then everything was shut down. Gyms was closed. Outdoor gyms was closed.
So how was that to be on a high and then it just
I hated it. Yeah, I hated it. And then it was also like finding trainers during that time was kind of hard. Like, unless you was like really, really locked in with one, and then like even it was hard for them because they couldn't find gyms for real unless they had like some. Right, connects on a down low, like,
and then some people might not have wanted to train because you don't know where the person's been. Yeah,
my parents were kind of like, yo, like, this is still a thing. Like, COVID is a thing. So then I was doing a lot on my own, like being in the driveway, running miles, like, and so my AAU team, they were like we had a little meeting and they were like, hey, like y'all stay in shape. We might be able to have a season. So COVID was a lot. School wise, basketball wise, it was just like, dang, like I basically missed out on a year. And I'm like, that's not what I had for myself, you know?
Right.
So then I feel like that kind of like fueled me up a little bit to be like, you know what? Like I'm ready. I'm about to grind out. Cool. By this time I'm also worried because I'm like, I have no offers.
Right. That's right. Okay. You're going to.
So I'm not being seen. I can't.
And that's your prime year to get recruited. Yeah. And that's your junior year. Yeah. That's rough.
So I'm like, okay, we really got to adapt. So then junior year happens. I'm still like working out on my own. I think I get some gym time a little bit, but nothing consistent or anything like that. My dad and I we went and bought a hoop to put in my driveway. And that was my jam for a little bit. And then that's when we got a call saying like we're gonna have tryouts for 17U. Well, 16U. 16, 17U. I think it was 17. Dang, has it been that long?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Anyways, we had a tryout or whatever. Tryout with masks on, like that was crazy. That was a crazy time. Crazy time. I was like, not to think about it now, I'm like, I couldn't imagine playing a full game with a mask on.
I literally had to train with masks on, and I don't know I'm talking about running, Caia, like running.
I think I was in the best shape of my life, though. I bet
best
you
shape.
Like, maybe I need to go put
best shape in my, because you had no choice but to just work out and run, and then you got to focus on breathe. 100%.
Yes.
But yes, masks were crazy.
Definitely. So we did that, tried out, made the team, cool. Then we got straight to it. My coaches, Coach Dudley, Coach Cortez. That was my last year, and that was my best year. I put in so much work, and I remember like talking to them like, guys, like I don't have anything. They're like, yo, don't worry about it. All you gotta do is put in the work. You showcase your talent, it's gonna come. Then as soon as I start working, after like my first 2 games, I started getting phone calls. Then that was a whole thing called planning to talk to a coach here, talk to a coach there. Cool. Ended up narrowing it down. GW was of course on there. I remember traveling, and I had, where were we at? I want to say maybe Atlanta. And I felt so good to just, after having almost a full year of not playing, not competing, nothing to like, I can actually play. Right. And it was flowing. Like my work, like all my hard work was starting to pay off. That's and I'm good. Like, yo, like this is awesome. Like I needed this. Did that. It was good.
So what other schools were you deciding between other than GW?
I liked East Carolina. Bucknell for academics, of course.
And you always knew you wanted to do public health?
No.
Okay.
At first I wanted to do nursing.
And
then they were like, you're not going to be able to do nursing.
That's a lot.
And however, it is doable to do nursing and basketball. Don't ever let anybody tell you it's not. You just have to plan accordingly. And then based off of the schools who could offer certain things, I had to change it. So then I was like, okay, kinesiology, exercise science, that type of.
Right.
So it was ECU, then Bucknell. And
was it like 2 you were choosing between, or you were like
those were the top 2?
Those are the top.
Only because I really like being down south. I like the hospitality.
I could see you.
But being close to home in the city life was kind of like, I need that.
Yeah.
And then the academics were just an absolute pro. And I think my mindset for school was like, I'm going to use basketball to get my education.
Right.
And work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's still that to this day. And whatever comes out of it is what comes out of it.
Right.
And that's real.
100%.
That's real.
Yeah, 100%.
So ended up committing my junior year after AAU season.
Okay. Wow. So right after that season when you were back,
like, yo, I wanna put my seatbelt on, sit back,
good
and
for you.
Just train, just work.
Good for you.
Ended up transferring schools.
Okay. Was it hard transferring, like leaving your friends
yes.
Okay.
It was hard.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was hard. Because it's like senior year.
Yeah, I was about to say that's hard. Your senior year, prom, like all those things. And you're getting introduced to that the last year. That's hard.
Yeah. But change. It was good.
Oh, change is great.
It was good.
Great. Well, I'm glad.
I think it put me in an uncomfortable position.
Right.
But I think it was different because I was able to have the public school and then the private school perspective. Okay. From a like academic standpoint and a basketball, like a athletic standpoint.
Right.
The competition was totally different. Academics was totally different.
Okay.
But you realize how things change.
Right.
I feel like in a public school, everybody was just like, I'm here. Like,
right.
I'm here. I come to school
and
I go home.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It kind of felt like a big daycare, but like, I get it.
Yeah.
And then private school, it was like, oh, I need to get this, I need to get this, I need to get this. But then it's also like, I feel like sometimes you were kind of like, hey, come on, like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you got to fend for yourself in public school. Like, so that was different. And I enjoy both experiences.
That's good.
I think I understand that dynamic now than when I was in it.
Right.
So that was that. Had a pretty decent year that year.
Okay.
Nothing was crazy. I enjoyed the team that I played with, the coaches that I played with. Okay. And then it was like, well, I graduated June 6th. Okay. I moved in June 7th.
Wow.
Started classes June 8th, I think. Yeah. Something like that. Dang. And I was right into college.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's a quick turnaround. So how was that going into your freshman year? You didn't even get the second to breathe for real. Like you just went right into it. You went into workouts, I'm assuming, too. Yep. So how was that? Like I know you were closer to home, but how was the transition to just be in school and just be at school?
Everything was new to me. It was a different coaching style.
Right.
A different system. And I was a sponge. Okay. I had great upperclassmen that helped me through it.
That's good. That's a plus.
But I think the connection piece for the motivator, like as a motivator, was hard. It was two of us who came in as freshmen. Okay. And she was really good. She was a point guard, started her freshman year. It was cool. And I was playing behind the 5th-year senior. Okay. So it's different.
Right.
But I think I had a mindset to where it's like, you just got to earn your stripes.
Right.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Nothing, I don't think anything should be handed to you. I think you should work for everything that you do and that you receive. I think it took me a minute to get the hang of things. Okay. They already say post players, like it takes them a lot longer to get everything together before like guards or whatever. Right. But I don't think I was prepared. Right. For like school, basketball. Right. Extra. Right. Conditioning, eating right, sleeping right.
And then you have everything else out. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And you still need to perform to the top level in all fields. So it's like, obviously, like in high school, it's like, okay, I can go home, but no, yeah.
So it wasn't a huge slap in the face. Yeah. But it was definitely like, oh, I'm here now. Wake up. Yeah. It's time to wake up.
Yeah.
I had one coach on staff who I will to this day never forget. And Coach Baker, she would always check in on me. And I think that pushed me. Like, it's good. And anytime I would have like, coach, like, I don't know, negative, change that mindset quick. Good. Change that. Because I think that's what kept me going. Like that was that foundation that I built my freshman year to get where I am now. Where it's like we working, we working.
It's just habit now.
Yeah,
it's habit.
Yeah. And I think the people around you your freshman year can make or break you.
1,000%. Yes, I agree.
Can make or break you.
I agree.
And I have a little cousin she plays volleyball. Okay. And she's like starting to take volleyball serious. She wants to go play in college or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna help you through this. Yeah. Because the things that I didn't know, I want to help you. Yeah. So you know.
Yes.
Because I think it's also different now because the collegiate basketball world is changing.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole culture.
Do you like where it's changed? Like where it's headed to?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because I think now it's going to be hard to build that longevity within teams because there's money involved.
Right. Transfer portal, like all the yeah.
But I think
that's true.
If you find good people, good players who can be together and perform really, really well together, you can get something out of it.
Right.
But it's the thing is going to be having people stay.
Right. Yeah.
Because now it's like, me and my teammate were just talking about it today. Like when people graduate, and you want to come back as an alumni, who are you going to know if everybody's transferring back and forth?
That's true. I didn't even think about that. That's true.
And it's it's hard for you to see someone grow in one spot because it's like they went here, then they went there, and then like their minutes fluctuated, their points fluctuated.
Right.
So I think it's different. Yeah. But I think it's awesome that people are getting paid to play.
Right. Of course.
What?
Yes. This is unheard of. What? No. It's crazy.
And I think that is a great thing, but it's also...
Sure. Yeah.
Because now you have people on the team.
Right.
You making this much.
Right.
I'm making this much.
It's a whole different game.
I'm not making anything. You making, you know? So I think that's hard. And I think
for sure
this is a new world for everybody. And I think these next couple of years is going to be really just trial and error.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
And granted, I think schools higher up, they kind of know how to navigate that. It doesn't mean that it's rainbows, bubbles, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
But I think they have a better understanding of how to, and now that mid-majors are starting to tap into it, like the A10, we're now, it's going to be like, okay, how are we going to navigate through this? But then, I was thinking about it the other day, if people are receiving this money, right, to play, love that, are you now a student athlete?
Yeah.
Or are you like a employee?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about in class. Actually, my sports law class, he was asking us that, and we all had mixed answers because I don't know. Because at the end of the day, like, okay, you're an employee, you're making money, you're working for the school technically, but at the same time, you're a student athlete and they're paying for your education, 19. And you're 18, 19. So it's like, and your people are getting chicken, like money, Caia. So it's like, So it's like, at that point, it's like, it's a great question. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that students 18 to 21 are not going to be able to be college kids.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah.
Like, where's the room to grow and kind of like build and develop if you're on this contract.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I think there has to be a manager involved.
Okay. Do you think there should be restrictions? Like, do you think there should be like a restriction on, or you just think it's like just
restrictions in what way?
Like restricting you on, I don't know, just like money wise maybe, or like how much you can make or whatever. Like, do you think that should?
No.
Okay.
But I think in terms of like, I feel like from a coach's perspective, like if this kid doesn't go to class, if this kid is, you know, going out like coming to practice like tore up, like,
then yes.
Now I'm paying you to
facts.
But then from our standpoint, it's like I can't be a student. Now I got to be on this tight and narrow because I'm
getting paid and it's a contract.
But then it's like do what you need to like how does that work? How does that work?
That's true.
How does that work?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be different. It's gonna be really different. But I'm excited. I'm also happy for like people being able to use their like NIL stuff. Bro.
The platforms.
Bro.
It's like, getting big.
Do it.
Yes.
Do it.
I'm seeing like athletes on TV on Super Bowl commercials.
I'm
like, okay, all right, because it's like, crazy. It's crazy.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, and they just be walking around school like, oh hey, like those are people that it could be us, like literally just on TV.
And I love that.
I love it.
I love that.
It's good.
And really I think it's better for the younger kids to see that.
Yes.
Because it's like you don't have to wait till you're 40 years old
or
like,
a pro athlete. You can do that in 3, 5, 10 years when you go to college. Literally, if you bring that if you can do what you need to do for the program, you really could, or yourself. It's true.
I think it's really about networking. Marketing yourself. I even have to take my own advice sometimes because I'm very shy and like I'm very guarded and like showing myself to people. Like you asked me to do this 2 years ago, I'm probably like, girl, what? No. But I'm happy that I am in this place. So
that's I'm proud of you because that's a great story.
I
think hearing how you got out of it's hard to not know what's next when you're on a high, and then like for me, I was on a high and then I got an ACL tear, and that was my COVID recovering. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? And thankfully I was committed before, but it's just hard when you feel like you know what your peak is and you're hitting it, you're playing, you're performing, then it's like boom, and then you still want to keep going. It's hard to get out of it. So good for you to get out of that, and you came out and you got your, you know what I'm saying? You got to GW. But how has your career been at GW? I know you're the president of BSAA president, so we're official over here.
I'm crying.
But how is your experience at GW?
So freshman year didn't play.
Okay.
Sophomore year also didn't play.
Okay.
The girl that I was playing behind stayed another year, sixth year.
Okay.
I just think we recently just had a coaching change.
Okay.
And there were a lot of things that transpired throughout my 3 years that resulted in that.
Okay.
Have I had the career that I've wanted? No. But have I learned a lot and grown a lot through that? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That takes a lot of maturity.
Right. Yeah, it does. It does.
Because it's like, yo, I'm putting in the work just as much. And why am I not reaping the benefits of it? Like, I don't understand. But I think when you take yourself, when I took myself out of Caia, the basketball player, instead of Caia, I was able to understand, like, I'm bigger than, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And not to be like, basketball, but it's like, basketball is not my all. It is, but it's like, it's not who I am.
Who you are, right.
It's something that I do, that I enjoy doing.
Right. It's true.
And I think my last year was probably the hardest year for me.
Okay.
In terms of like how hard I worked.
Okay.
I had so many hard conversations to understand why things were the way they were.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite understand when I got answers back that I was just like,
yes. Yeah. That's hard. Yeah.
And it's like, there's not really much I can do.
Yeah.
I can only control what I can control.
Yeah.
But I knew everything that I could control, I did what I had to do in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this last year is like, let's do it.
Yeah. So what are your goals for this last year? One more.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
I really I want a defensive accolade.
Okay.
I need that.
Okay.
Leadership is big for me.
Yes.
I've seen good leaders and I've seen bad leaders.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think I'm ready to be that.
Yeah.
That leader. Is it going to be hard? Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah.
But we talked about it opening up. Like, your purpose is your purpose.
Right.
You got to step into it whether you like it or not.
You got to leap into it.
Yeah. But my confidence, like, I need that. Like, I'm not going to say I lost.
Yeah.
But she kind of.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah.
That's not you.
Yeah.
So don't even go there with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah. I just want to be rounded. Like, have fun.
Yes.
My last year.
Yes, it's your last year. Enjoy yourself. Like
being a part, like having a staff that genuinely cares, communicates, build connection.
And you seem like you're enjoying and you're happy and that's what you deserve.
It's
for
like,
the last year.
it made me realize that the things that I was thinking, I'm not wrong for thinking.
Right.
Like, I was seeing it, but sure. I just.
Yeah. You try to talk yourself out of it. No.
Or like, I'm listening to what I'm being told and I'm like, I'm starting to buy into that. And I'm like, no.
Because but now you have an opportunity and you were put into this position where you can end off on a great note and have fun, enjoy yourself. Like, this is your senior. You've been, like you just told me, we just walked through your whole career. Like, you've been grinding. Like this, you deserve this. You deserve this. And just, like you said, put on your seatbelt and ride, because it's hard. Like, coaching changes are hard. I've had 5 coaches in college, Caia.
Girl.
5.
Girl.
So.
That's funny you say that. I've had our coach turnover. I had new assistant coaches every year. Yes. It's hard. How did you navigate through that? So you had a new head coach every year. So I had 2 at Maryland. So my freshman, sophomore year. Then here I had 3. Junior. Did you redshirt at all?
So my freshman year was the ACL. So when I was coming back, so it was COVID, ACL. That was like my red shirt. Yeah. And the season didn't count.
Okay.
Then I came to Mason, and then I had one coach, and then I had an interim head coach come in, and then now my coach now. So I'm a grad student. Okay. So my 5th year is my last one.
Tell me about.
So
I'm interested.
College is it's hard. It's very hard. And for me, I'm someone that when you tell me I got to do something, I just do it. You know, how can I do this? How can I get better? Why am I, you know, like these things are things that like, if I hear something like, all right, I'm going to do it to my best ability. And like you said, for me now looking back, I feel like I did everything within my control. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, I can't be upset because I know I gave it my all. So because of that, I feel like I've been rewarded with this last coach that I have, like great coach. And I feel like because I was able to like navigate through, you know, different coaches, different experiences, like, and I still stay true to myself. Like I didn't switch up. I wasn't a hater. Like I wanted my teammates to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes it's hard to be in situations and it's like, dang, I don't like I lost confidence, Caia, like confidence out the window. It was gone. Like I wasn't enjoying soccer. I wasn't. And, it was hard, but I feel like I was put through that for a reason because now I love it even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. And that's what I'm saying for you. Like you seem happy when I came to GW and like, and Armani was like, you're just glowing. And I'm just like, she is glowing. Like I see it. And
Child, you don't know the half. Okay.
But you are, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And you deserve it because this last year, you're just it flies. Like I told you I'm 23. Like I was like, when I said that out loud, I was like, wow, I'm turning 20. That's insane. Like 23 years old. Like it's not old, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This year flew by and you just have to enjoy it because I see like a lot of things in you. And, you know, I could tell you work hard and you know, you're president, you do this, you do that, you do hair, but just like remember to enjoy yourself because I forget to do that. And I'm very, what's next? Because that's been our life. We do something, we're like, okay, good job. And then we move. And
on to the next.
And it's because that's how we have to be, especially who we are, what we look like. Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. So, I think just continue to enjoy yourself. Like that is the biggest thing. And you have made it so far and I'm proud of you because like I said, your story is amazing. And, you're gonna do good things. Like you're easy to talk to. Like
I appreciate that.
Seriously.
Last question.
Okay.
How'd you build your confidence? How'd you get it back?
How did I? So I think a big part of it was getting closer to God, honestly, because for me, I was looking. I was feeding off of I was thinking about what people would think about me. And I'm like,
are you sure we didn't?
I'm like, Elon, we can't be serious because that doesn't matter. Like he's the only one that, you know what I'm saying? So why am I going to sit here and stress myself out when you know what I'm saying? Yes. So it's like, when I continue to pray, read, like, I was growing within myself and this took a lot. Like I'm still working on it, you know, like this year has been a lot. Every year has been a lot. Everyone goes through different things, but like, I think focusing on growing and strengthening that relationship has just helped me be like, okay, they might think this, but like, what does he think? Like what, you know what I'm saying? And that genuinely got me to this point because it's hard when you're with 30 something females. You're going to hear this, you're going to hear this, you're going to hear that, and like love my team. But you know what, it's just what it is. When you're competing, you're competitive, like they could say anything and it could just tear up your confidence. Coaches could say anything and you don't know any better.
It's crazy how we all go through the same
Seriously.
thing.
Do you see like, you know, it's true though. Like, it's crazy because, you know, we just met and I'm like, I just feel like, you know,
hey girl, hey.
You know, and it's it's crazy because people go through this and you don't know. Like on social media, everything might look sweet, but it's not. Like it might not look. It's not sweet, and like all that stuff, it's not sweet. And people do need to hear about these things because I don't tell the world all my business. That's not who I am. Like I'm very to my. I keep everything to me. So for me, it's like I use this to just talk about these things because it's very easy to get lost and, you know, lose confidence. And this coach says this or this teammate says this. And am I good enough? And when it's just like, you are good enough. Like you are good enough. And like, he made you. So like, why does it, you know? So that's how
I'm here with you. That's all I want you to know.
That's how I got my confidence back.
I love that.
I did.
I love that. And that's so important
yes.
because I can see how the work that you've put in.
Thank you.
Like, seriously.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And then creating that platform for athletes, like, it's just like couch talk. Like, we could have this conversation with
yes,
like, you know what I mean,
and we could go for hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm really big on like God's divine appointment, right? And like, he put you in that place for some reason. Literally, he put that person there for a reason.
Literally, a reason, season.
You don't know what it is.
You don't know, but then you will know. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, and you'll learn. Yeah, and it's just when you're in things, it's like, dang, why did this happen? Why did this team? Why did this coach? Why did this person? Why did this? And it's like, okay, I understand what you were doing there. I got it now. Now we got it, and now it's more of understanding in the moment that it's gonna make sense. Exactly. And staying down.
And it's staying down. Yeah. Exactly that. Staying down. Because it's like, I don't know, like, it's really like, I call it like surrendering the outcome. Like, I don't know what's to come, but I just know that I'm gonna do what I need to do.
Exactly.
For whatever's gonna happen.
Exactly.
And whether it's good or bad to me, it don't matter.
Exactly.
Like,
and people are gonna say whatever they're gonna say.
They're gonna say it.
Does not matter.
They're gonna say it. What do we say to those people? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
No, it's true though, because we need these conversations, this platform, people supporting, because now I'm supporting you for this last year. I am like, I don't know where I'll be, wherever I am, I'll be watching our games, and I'll be just supporting you, because definitely you're a great person, great story, and you have a great story. And I just style's cute. Like, thanks, what we got on today? Best, like, okay. I see pink. Is pink your favorite color? Because I see a lot of pink. No. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I like green. I like teal.
Okay.
I like teal.
I used to be a blue girl.
Okay.
Blue, teal.
I could see. I could see with a nice, like, bright blue.
Oh,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I could see you. I was talking about my like fit before, but this.
I'm crying.
But
but I appreciate you for bringing me on today.
Of course. I hope you had fun.
I had a great time.
Great. Look, we could keep going for real, but
I'm like, I don't know what I'm over here looking like, I'm trying to feed off of you because I could chat.
I hope you had a good time.
I had a really great time. I think the one thing I would want to leave off on is stay true to yourself.
Yes.
A no today is a yes tomorrow.
Yes.
As long as you work hard, you can't be denied in any capacity.
Never.
And never give up on you.
Those are wise words of Caia.
Never.
Ever.
Ever.
Is that what you would say to your younger self?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yes. And also, guys, let's spread the love, okay?
Yes.
Let's not, oh, she did. Oh, he did. It's okay for the next person to win.
I agree. Because you don't know when you're winning, and when you get that opportunity to win, you want to know that
you want to be,
you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like, oh, I was hating and then, oh, I won. No.
Like, who says that?
Bro. Like, no, bro.
Who says that?
Like, literally the same thing when I was in college. Like, if girls are playing over me, I would want them to do well, because what makes you think God's gonna give me an opportunity and he's gonna be like, yeah, ball?
Because the same way he gave it to you is the same way he can snatch it.
Come on. I'm not gonna be like, oh, do bad, and then I get a chance. What do you think? I'm gonna go crazy? No. He's why are you hating? But
so yeah,
I love that advice. That's good advice. Listen to her advice. I need to listen to your advice too. We all need to listen to your advice.
Look, sometimes I need to listen to my advice too.
Well, Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And make sure you follow Caia, all her Instagram, social media platform, everything. Do you have a hair page or something like that?
I do.
No? Okay,
guys.
so what you want me to put? I'll put that in there too. Okay. Just, you know the platform.
Yes.
You know Caia. And then follow us on all our platforms. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see y'all next time.